Hey guys, Viggoman here and welcome back to another episode from Osterham. I hope you guys are doing amazing. I know I am. I'm always inspired and ready to do some more building together with you. In today's episode, we're actually finishing off the entire northern part of the city, which is amazing. That means that I've been working on this video here for a little longer than I usually do, but it also meant that there's no small parts left to do in the northern section. It's more or less completely done and we don't have to do many smaller episodes just to fill in small gaps that we're missing. So that's amazing. It's such a big step towards finishing this city. Before we get further into today's building, I quickly want to ask you to hit that like button and consider subscribing if you enjoy my content. It's the best way of showing support to what I do and it really helps out my channel. And it tells the people over at YouTube that, you know what, Viggoman's content is alright, and might wanna promote it to more people, who knows, but it really helps. I really appreciate it, and I'm so grateful for every single one of you that is here, watches the video, leaves comments, and just contribute to the community. As I've said, the main focus for today's episode is to finish the northern section of the city. That includes mostly houses. We're building quite a bit of houses today, but we're also adding a park in front of the ruined castle we did a while back. So it's all just filling in with houses and greenery, and I gotta say, it looks amazing. We're populating the city with all sorts of profession, and the city feels more alive than ever. Now let's finish off the timelapse for today and go over to the tour part of the video. I always find it tricky to figure out where to start off the tour part, just to get an overview of everything that we have done. So I decided to just start over here, fly around a little bit just to show you where the things are, and then open up the map and give you guys a look at where everything is located. So the final two buildings we did in the time-lapse are over here, close to the inn we built a while back in the little park here, and then in front of the ruined castle. So it's all built up around here. And then we have the park here, as we can see, in front of the castle, which looks amazing and colorful. And then as we progress over here to this other like square, town square we have in here, we have added 3 more houses to this side over here and kind of finished off the some of the pathing and road systems and stuff around here, and connecting up all of the things behind here between the houses and the city walls. First of all, let's take a look at the entire map of Gelia, and as we can see here, we are the red arrow, and this is Osterham, and it's really getting populated now. And as we can see, all of the stuff north of the gatehouse is completed. All the houses are done, interiors and all, and the park and all the small bits are more or less done. We could always go back and add more stuff to make it come alive, but I'm satisfied so far. So what we have done is building these houses here. It's a little bit tricky for you to see, but the houses here, which are quite big, some of them, and then we also did the other houses on this opposite side of the temple, and then the park here, and all the small stuff in between the houses here. And as always, I want to go into more details for the buildings that we have done here. And the first building we're going to take a look at is this tan or brown looking building, which is an armor. It's a slight diagonal building with a wonderful detail on the top here. I'm loving that spire there. There's a couple of windows in it for the attic and stuff, and honestly it looks really cool. I love that it's on an angle, as I said, so it kind of breaks up some of the straight lines of this place. And it really just fits. So loving the details we have with its arches. We have this nice like porch area in front, which is very common for this sort of style, like Gothic buildings. You can see we have the same over here as well. So coming in here, it's a pretty wealthy looking armor. So we have this, like, this is his pride, his most wonderful work of art. We have a golden looking armor standing here. It's wonderful. And then next to that we have some other simpler armors, which is probably what it sells the most, but of course you want to show off your most impressive things, and especially as you come in the door, it looks pretty menacing. And yeah, you can also buy some swords and daggers and halberds and bigger stuff like that. In the back here we have a little bit of a workshop area for him. So this is where of most of the things happen. And I think it's important to notice that this is not a blacksmith. So most of the heavy like forging and stuff would be done somewhere else, and then he is just kind of assembling it and making small details, yeah, preparing it, the final touches, if that makes sense. And that kind of makes sense location wise. I'm going to show you in just a little bit. So he has a little oven here, like a little forge, just to kind of heat it up for some simple bending and shaping and stuff. In the back here, he has also a little workshop area for the nice sunny days, if there's ever some here in Osterham, who knows. And he has a little private farm as well, currently farming some turnips for the dinner. Yeah, so that's really cool. I love this back alley stuff. This is, to me, what really makes Osterham come alive, in my opinion. I have never really done that to such an extent. Upstairs, we have like a kitchen area. This looks very bland now. Does everything look bland in here now? I don't know. But yeah, we have some sort of stuff. We have, I guess there's a couple of bedrooms upstairs as well. Yeah, look at that. Really cool stuff. And then next to that, we have this big pink building. This is a guild for the smiths and blacksmiths in the city, so very conveniently placed next to this place. This would be like an artist of just making beautiful armor and weapons and stuff, and then most of the dirty work is done here. He could come over here, or also other blacksmith, and they would kind of collaborate a little bit on that. So, and there's a purpose to the location of these buildings. I'm loving this building so much. These arches in the front, the windows, and then we have this balcony thingy sticking out, just making it feel a little bit unique, kind of indicating that it's not a common house, it's something more, which it is, because it is a guild. So that's a really cool detail. Also digging the ware we have here. Been trying to kind of simulate how the water would kind of cause like off coloring. So as you can see, it's kind of on ledges and stuff. It kind of, yeah, would flow down and kind of leave stains. Been trying to do that a little bit. I think we can see that even better on the other side. If you fly over here, yeah, you can kind of see it kind of follows. Ah, man, yeah, it's a little wonky, but I guess it kind of works. It's something I'm trying to do, just have some fun with some texturing. Alright, so we come in here. There's a gate which goes to the opposite side, which we talked about, to kind of connect up the back alley stuff with the main paths and stuff. And then we can go in here and get to the interior, and I love the interior of this place. It's so cozy. I want to be a part of this guild. I don't know who to talk to, but if I ever find him, I'll make sure I get a membership here. This is like the hallway. This is just, you come in here, just show off the wealth of this guild. It looks super awesome. If we go up here, we get to another like big hallway. Look at the chandelier here. That was a pain to do, but it looks awesome. And there's even like some paintings up there, which is cool. And yeah, this goes out to the balcony, looking over. You could look at the people wandering up and down here. I love that. I really like watching people, and I know my wife, she would probably be standing here all day. So just looking at people passing by. So it's a really nice thing to have, I guess, especially in medieval ages when you didn't have other sort of entertainment. In here is the guild hall, or the feast hall. We have all sorts of decorations on the wall. Loving the wall decor here, and the windows, and also the ceiling. Look at that, really cool. And of course a big table and a fireplace in the back to keep everyone warm. There's even a little kitchen here. You could have a couple of people just preparing some food for everyone, bring out the ale and some fresh bread and stuff. So that's connected here, and there's a little like bar here, which is cool. There's also a storage area in the back, which is where yeah, they store like beer and stuff. By the looks of it, it's pretty empty right now. Maybe they had a party last night, who knows. And then we can go even further up, where we have, if I remember correctly, yeah, we have this cool open area, but I think we have some rooms for rent. So if you come in here, yeah, we have some seating areas, but I think like this, yeah, this is a room you could rent. So if you're a part of the guild, but you don't have a house in the city, perhaps you're from a city outside Osterham, another city of the kingdom, you could come here and just stay the night as a part of the guild. And then in here we have like the guild leader's office, which is cool. It's quite big. And I believe there's more rooms all the way up here. No, actually not. It's a meeting room, yeah. So it's a communal meeting room for all the guild members. And then finally we have this building here. It's the last building of this like area here. I feel like this is a unique separated district from everything. And this is a grocery store, or a general store, I guess, with all sort of things, just selling and trading whatever he can get his hands on, which is really cool. I love the way it's built on the corner here. It looks awesome with the tower and just the details, and yeah, I think it frames the corner here really well. In the back here, there's even like his private little area. So this is actually like a stable. So he has his horse and stuff. So he would probably go out to find stuff to buy and things. And maybe just he loves horses. Who knows? So really cool stuff. Just like, yeah, a little stable and storage area for himself and the shop he's running. And then we have, yeah, let's take a quick look at the details. We have some like gothic looking features on the tower. We have the copper spires, which is very common, as you can see. I like to use them just to break up the colors a little bit. Some simple dormers up in the roof here. And then, yeah, the door is pretty ornate as well. Really happy with this design. And when you come in here, it's a small general store. We have everything here. We have food, flowers, beer, cushions, yeah, alchemy things, potions, all sorts of stuff, which is cool. And then of course connected to the stables. Upstairs, let's take a quick look at what we have up here. We have an open area for the kitchen and dining room. Really nice. And then we can just continue up here where we have more bedrooms and stuff. So here we have the master bedroom. Pretty fancy, even like a little oven here to heat it up. And yeah, some lovely wall art, very cozy. And I believe we can go even further up. Yes, we can. And we'll get up to the attic where we have the kids' bedroom. Not the nicest bedroom in the world, but I guess it makes do. Now, let's take a quick break from all of the houses and just relax in the new park of Osterham. This is such a relaxing place. I had such a fun time building this, and there's just colors everywhere, and it looks really pretty in my opinion. Trying to find the combination of having the flowers in order, but also having some randomness and not like making it like a modern park where everything is just straight lines and angles and everything is perfect. So you'll see like there's an attempt of kind of keeping like the same kind of colors, but it's not perfect. We also have this gazebo thingy in the back here, and the roads just kind of winding around here with these cypresses. We have a couple of these around here as well. They look pretty. And then yeah, this gazebo thingy. This would be, I don't really know what this would be in the city yet. So maybe if you have any ideas, you could let me know with a comment down below. But maybe it's some sort of worship or just like, yeah, an installation for art, whatever. But it looks really cool. I think it's fitting and just breaks up a little bit. It's circular. It's a shape we don't really see much in cities, so it's really cool. And then of course this leads up to the castle here, the old castle. Then we have a statue. I'm very happy with this statue here. It's one of the founders of Osterham holding up like a note of maybe the laws or something. And yeah, so one of the generals or something of the history of Osterham. From here, the park also connects to this other district we did a long time ago with this stair, which goes up here, and that takes us straight to the final two buildings for today. On the right side here we have this massive brick building, and this is like an early sort of factory actually. It is not one person profession job thingy. It's an area where a lot of workers come in and work together, owned by one dude. And the idea is that this is a carpentry So it's a big workshop with, it's quite intricate. I'll show you in just a second. Next to that, we have a house of apartments. So a lot of the people working here would kind of be staying here, which is kind of cool. And it's a narrow little street. I think it's quite cozy the way it gets really, really narrow by the end. Now, let's take a look at this building. Yeah, it's very simple. I tried to go for an industrial kind of look, just because of what it is. Yeah, some pretty cool windows looking. I forgot the glass in here. I need to put that in. Then there's a little back area here as well. But yeah, so the idea is that the bigger part, or the taller part I would say, is for the family living here, and then the smaller part, or lower but bigger, I don't know, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore, is for the workshop. So let's take a look at that. I need to fix these. Let's just do that real quick. Then you come in here. It's a very industrial looking area. So here you can see we have the planks stored in like these shelves. There's also actually a new supply coming in here of new planks on this cart, which is cool. And then, yeah, just areas for them to sit here. We can sit, and they're currently making some benches. Here we have a lot of the benches. So maybe there's an order right now, like someone wants 10 more benches, maybe the king, who knows. They're just kind of mass producing them at the moment. Yeah, all this sort of stuff, and this leads to the back where we also have some areas of work and supplies here. There's going off a supply with some chairs and benches and tables, which is cool. There's also a staircase which takes us up to the second floor. Here we have like this big door you could like push to cover. And here we have more workshop areas. We have yeah, making more detailed work, if that makes sense. What is this? A pole lathe. So that is for like making round things. So yeah, we have all the sort of stuff in here. And there's even like a little winch system here to bring stuff up, so, or down from this place. Then I guess we could go back out and go and take a look at the house itself, where the people are living. Let's just jump down there, and that is connected to the back here. And there's a staircase, and then we come in here to the little hallway area. From here we can go to the back, where there's a little farm. They're washing some clothes, and a little tub for washing things, probably doing the washing themselves or the clothes. They could probably do both. From here we get into the kitchen area. Pretty cozy, pretty gloomy in here. And then up here we have like a living room area for the family, and this takes us to all sort of different rooms. We have storage in here, like a little closet thing. We have kids' bedroom in here, another bedroom in here, 2 kids, and then a door which takes us out to this like upper floor area of the workshop. And if we go further up here, we get into, oh, I forgot about this little hallway thing here, but in here there's a small apartment for another worker, so he has like his private area in here. So a little kitchen sitting area, and then a bed, and he has a baby in the crib. So it's all I could do with this tiny space in here. Man, I always forget stuff. Don't blame me, guys. You know what you're watching. You're watching me. And up in here is the master bedroom for the parents of the household. One of the things I hate with narrow streets is that it's almost impossible to get a good look at the details and the build in general. Like everything is covered here. It's my fault because I added a tree in front of the the big window here. But yeah, try to make it look pretty detailed and awesome looking. But yeah, here's some windows, and yeah, let's go inside, shall we? So if we come in here and straight ahead, we have a small apartment. This is the smallest one, and there's a double bed, a small sitting area, and a kitchen. Pretty much whatever you need to survive, and it's a very close to his workplace. Then we can continue up here, and then we get to the main apartment of this place. So this is for the rest of the building. The idea is I want to connect this eventually to the underground system that we have talked about. We're going to write the lore for that, so I'm just kind of preparing that this family living here will be part of that. Just so you know, kind of teasing you a little bit. Here we have the dining room, quite cool, quite small as well. And then this kitchen. This was a little tricky, but I had to get the staircase in somehow, so it's very crammed in here. But honestly, it looks pretty cool. I like it. If we continue up here, this is what I'm talking about. So here we have this big room, a meeting room, and this would be where the underground things they would meet, or some sort of underground rebellion group, whatever. Not even a rebellion group. We haven't made the lore properly yet, so we get to that. And here's like a small area for a podium to talk for the people and take notes and meetings and all that sort of stuff. And up here we have like paintings of yeah, we'll figure out the lore eventually for all that. And then we have bedrooms. This is a master bedroom. And then upstairs we have the kids' bedroom up here, just like that. And with all that, I think we'll call today's episode done. I'm really happy with the progress we have done so far. A lot of new buildings were added, and especially like stuff between the buildings just to kind of tie it all together. So I'm very happy with that. I really do hope that you enjoyed today's episode. If so, make sure to smack that like button, and if you haven't done it already, please subscribe. It's been Viggoman, and I'm out.